Oh, yeah, the crazy one is back. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Oh, my goodness, folks. I'm just noticing something here. We need to fix this right here. It's too depressing. First of all, let's fix that. And let's change. Let's see. What is AJ Lee's color? She always had like a big, bright pink spider. Let's change it to that. How about that? There we go. That's bright enough. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how crazy SmackDown was tonight. Sean, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, like I said Tuesday, look out. There's going to be, and I even said last night on TNI, look out. There's a good chance I'm going to go live Friday night. Now, of course, I wanted to go live a little sooner, but nonetheless, we are here. We are here. We are talking about it. We are celebrating. Well, celebrating most of the stuff that happened on SmackDown. Either way, like I said, we're going to talk about it. Oh, my goodness, folks. And let me know in the chat. What was your highlight or highlights? SmackDown was loaded tonight. And it was emotional. It really was. It was, I think, there really, as far as content, there wasn't a ton. The John Cena slash Sami Zayn slash Lesnar content from tonight's SmackDown took up almost an hour. The first hour. I mean, that's crazy. But it didn't feel like it because it blew past. You had the promo from. Excuse me. You had the promo from Cena. You had the promo from Cena. Sami comes out. Sami Zayn, the United States champion, comes out, gets booed out of the building. I mean, I wouldn't say like I wouldn't say like 2023 Dominic Mysterio booed out of the building, but he was still booed out of the building. Fans are not, and I think it's a combination of things. Honestly, I think it's a combination of things. I think it's number one. It was, I think the Killer Cross fans are speaking out. Of course, there wasn't a chant, but when you got a guy like Sami Zayn that has been a beloved character on WWE programming for the last 10 years between NXT and everything else he's accomplished, and now he's getting booed. It's wrestling's crazy. I love it. Wrestling's crazy. So he yeah, he challenges John Cena, which I'm like, oh, here we go. It's like, all right, you can't have a last SmackDown and not have a match, Cena. You can't just say goodbye and walk out of the ring. You got to have a match. Now, I kind of had a feeling. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I called it. No. I'm not Mr. Know-It-All here. Just you guys know that. He freaking poured his heart out to that audience, and they loved him right back. And it was bittersweet because it was right where Cena started, back in that first match, that first debut match with Kurt Angle, ruthless aggression, and just the ball was rolling from there. Handshake from Undertaker and everything. Was on that show. Sean, what's he got to say here? Cena's final SmackDown entrance was emotional, and so was the return of AJ Lee, of course. My two favorite parts. There you go. There you go. And the show is loaded with decent stuff. I've been quietly like trying to like figure out what's going on with Aleister Black the last several months, and then I miss SmackDown, and then I miss a match of his, and I'm like, oh doggone it, and then I say I'm gonna go back and watch it, and I don't, and I forget, and it's like so I actually haven't seen Aleister Black wrestle since he's came back a few months ago or whenever it was. It doesn't feel like it's that long ago. But he had a great match with Damian Priest tonight. He really did. Knocked it out of the park. Um, and he pinned him clean. I mean, yeah, there was a little shenanigans with the ref. Nothing like Lesnar did. My God, freaking rest in peace, Rudy Charles. And if you know Rudy Charles from the classic NWA TNA days, yes, I always call him Rudy Charles. I refuse to call him by his current WWE name. I you can tell me it, I'll never remember it because it's Rudy Charles. Period. But rest in peace, Rudy Charles too. My God, he's Lesnar. Poor guy. Lesnar grabs him and literally dumps him on his ass, and he sold the whole segment. God bless him. God bless him. Oh man, it's crazy to think that Cena got such an amazing pop when there was so many times that Chicago booed him out of the building. Yeah, man, it's been a roller coaster. It really has. You know, and look, I'm sure there were people there that booed Cena tonight, but I'll tell you what, they were absolutely in the minority, And like, my wife is not a very big fan of John Cena lately, which is fine. It's, she doesn't have to love everyone I love. She doesn't have to hate everyone I hate. She is her own person, and I love and respect her for that. Right, babe? Yeah. You got no what? No choice. All right. So bang zoom. Um it's like Becky Lynch to CM Punk. No, I'm kidding. It's not like that. But yeah, loaded with stuff. The match between John Cena and Sami Zayn was amazing. Talk about Cena pulling out all the stops I'd say the last several matches. We've seen John Cena do stuff that he hasn't done in years or ever. Period. What did he do? He did an angle slam tonight. He did AJ Styles Clash. What's that? Styles Clash. He did that to Logan Paul. What you laughing at, Sean? um, I know what you're laughing at. Man, it's just John Cena. Look, he's going out swinging. He's going out swinging, and I love him for it. He's not. He sure as hell ain't mailing it in, folks. He is there, and he's doing his best. This is. I've heard him in interviews. He's like, I can't do it anymore, and I don't blame him. Like, go out healthy, and he's been banged up a lot. He's had what, neck surgeries and God knows what else, and now he's been busy with Hollywood stuff. Peacemaker's on my list. I'm going to check that out. I know season 2 is going right now, and I've heard nothing but great stuff about it. So I'm going to check that out eventually. I'm not going to review it on here, but I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to review everything I watch. There was a period way back when I started. I'm like, oh my god, everything I got to watch, I got to review. No, I'm not like, no, screw that. Sean says, rumors aside, who do you want to see Cena to have his last match against? Well, we know that Wrestlepalooza, hashtag Wrestlepalooza, September 20th, ESPN, that's the ESPN debut. Get your subscriptions ready. I tell you what I see constantly, what I'm probably going to do, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again for the sake of those that, are like, oh shit, what am I going to do? I don't want to spend $30 on just ESPN. I still have to do some research as far as what I'm going to do as a Spectrum customer, because I have Spectrum cable. So I'm going to look into that a little bit and see, like, if I have Spectrum cable, if I have to add anything, if I already have the stuff I need to watch. I have no idea. But I know that there's a bundle that's going literally viral. It's like I see it 20 times a day on all socials. It's the Instagram, Twitter box, Facebox. I see it everywhere. I'm not on the TikTok, so I don't know about that. But there's a bundle. You get Disney, Hulu, and ESPN for $30 or something like that. $30. We'll call it 30-ish. I don't know what. Because right now I've got the Disney Hulu Max bundle. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to switch the two. Switch the Max for the ESPN, or just cancel the one bundle and just start up a new one. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But you folks got options. Don't feel like you got to pay just $30 for like one thing, because that's ridiculous. There's too much of that shit. It's ridiculous. People used to have amazing deals. Now it's all just crappy deals, and you're paying off the yin yang. Nobody wants that. No bueno. So yeah, do your research. Do your research and see what's all out there. See what your best option is to watch WWE pay-per-views in the future. So Peacock is still going to show the NXT programs, and probably, I don't know, maybe some other kind of special programming will be on there. I don't know. Christian, hello. Good evening. So yeah. I didn't watch the Giulia match. I know she won against Michin, but I'll probably check it out. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, there weren't many other matches, and then of course there was like the main event stuff. The main event segment, I should say. Seth Rollins, he's in the box up there, and I said to Tracy, I said this is probably going to end one of two ways. I said, Punk's going to come out. Becky Lynch is going to be in the ring. They're two very separated, they're not with each other. Well, they were at the end, but, Seth's in a box at the, top of that one section in the crowd. Is it, Christian says, is it bad to buy super chats from live streams on YouTube? No, it's not bad. No, if you want to, go ahead. I don't know if you can on my channel. I know it's not necessarily monetized anymore, so I don't know if you're able to. But if you're able to on here, I don't know. Go ahead. I know you can on my other podcast, Total Nonstop Impact. That one's monetized. You can do super chats, thank yous, join the membership, all that kind of stuff. But I just recently brought back this channel, so I don't know really what's all available. But hey, if you can, great. If not, whatever. It's all good. But thank you for the thought. Anyways. So, so Becky Lynch is shooting her mouth out. Chicago's giving it to her. Seth Rollins is just cracking up at the top of the audience there. CM Punk comes out, gets in the ring. They have a little back and forth, and then Becky just starts walloping on him again. I'll get to that, Christian. I'll get to that. And I said to Tracy, I said, I don't know how this is going to go down, but AJ Lee is absolutely going to show up. I got a little nervous because Punk started mentioning a bunch of other people that were not AJ Lee. And the crowd's just going batshit cuckoo, They're they're going nuts. They're, AJ Lee and CM Punk and whatever. They're going nuts. And I said, wouldn't it be funny that Becky Lynch is in the ring with Punk, Seth Rollins is way up at the top in the box, and wouldn't it be cool if AJ Lee came out of the box or through the door that was behind Seth there, snuck through there and gave him a big, low blow, just like Becky Lynch did to Punk in that match. And then he kind of like tumbles down the stairs or whatever, and she just stands up there and waves and skips down the stairs over him and to the ring and whatever. I said, that'd be amazing. I said, so either that's going to happen or she's just going to come out to the ring through the entrance. And, well, there you go. That's what happened. But I think it'd be really cool if she low blowed Seth Rollins. We still may get that, folks. We still may get that. I think we will. We just got to be patient, And nothing's been announced yet for Wrestlepalooza, but yeah, great to see AJ Lee back with that crazy ass smile, that smirk, skipping around. She's in tremendous shape. She's so cute with Punk. She jumps in his arms. I'm like, oh yeah, there's the crazy AJ Lee that jumps into CM Punk's arms and made him fall head over heels. Now, Christian, to your comment here, did you see AJ Lee's signing the contract with Triple H? I literally just saw it on someone shared it on Facebook. Adrian Hernandez account, whatever. He shares a lot of wrestling stuff, so I follow him. And I don't know where it's from. I'm guessing it's Twitter or whatever, somebody's official account, whatever. I did see it. She's sitting in the chair and she's talking with him. And some of it I couldn't quite understand. I'll have to play it back again to check it out and turn up the volume a little or whatever, because she's kind of soft spoken when she's not her crazy self. But she was happy. She was excited to do it. And Triple H shook her hand and then held her hand and looked at her, smiled, and said, "Thank you for trusting us." That's big. That's big, because if this was still the Vince McMahon era, I don't think I don't think any of this happens. I don't think any of this happens. I certainly don't think CM Punk comes back. We have a completely different universe going on somewhere else. So, but yeah, do they do a mixed tag or just AJ Lee versus Becky, or both? Probably both, dude. Probably both. They're going to get their money's worth out of this. You're going to have AJ Lee for the Intercontinental Championship. How's it say? How's it said? What? The Intercontinental. Intercontinental, yes. So that's Mrs. Bone for you. She's goofy. They always say it wrong. Uh,
They do say it wrong.
they do. Gotta love her. So yeah, you're gonna definitely see that match. Win or lose, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I don't know. I'm gonna like have to check the timeline. I don't think they've ever faced each other. I don't know. All right, Dwight said. What does Dwight say here? Welcome, by the way. Is AJ Lee a Raw superstar? I think she's just gonna follow Punk around wherever. Punk is mainly on Netflix Raw right now. I think the only reason why they came to SmackDown is because it was in Chicago and it was convenient. and like, what other city are you gonna do this in? To be honest, it's Chicago or nothing, right? There was AJ Lee signs everywhere. When Punk was in the ring with Becky Lynch before she came out, I saw a big pink sign like up in the corner of the picture or the pictures that's in the WWE.com pics. Big pink sign that says, "If AJ Lee doesn't show, we riot," or something to that effect. Wrestlepalooza, yeah. Oh, I think it's like I said, it's not official, but um, it'll be official by Monday. Absolutely. So speaking of Wrestlepalooza, we do have an update. I'm going to quick open up the site just for reference. Make sure I know exactly what I'm not talking about. Okay, so the first match that was announced was what, a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, or whatever. Io Sky to battle Stephanie Vaquer uh, for the vacant Women's World Championship. That's going to be a banger of a match. I can't wait. And now tonight, because of what happened, they made it official. John Cena and Brock Lesnar set to wage war one final time at WrestlePalooza. So Adam Pearce needs a drink, right, Dwight? Oh, what's so gonna say here? Becky and AJ have never faced. Okay, yeah, timelines are weird. You never know. He needs a vacation. Yeah, that too. Showed up on the main roster after AJ left. Okay, so yeah, like she was probably training and or possibly close to jumping to NXT. I don't know. Because as far as like that NXT first class of ladies, there was what, Summer Rae, there was Paige, there was Charlotte Flair. I think Bailey was in there. And I want to say Becky Lynch was in there, but I think she came a little later. And I'm trying to think who else was. I know Lana was there, but she wasn't wrestling. She was just a valet for Rusev, but Rusev was around that same time. He was pretty early, year. I say year one of the brand that we know of at NXT, not the stupid game show shit they had on there. That was horrible. That was just horrible. I mean, they had some okay development of characters like Johnny Curtis and stuff like that. That was okay. But man. And to think that's what replaced ECW. Crazy, eh? So yeah, make sure you guys are smashing that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Oh, Dwight says it's 2014, 2015. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty early. Because I think the first year of that brand of NXT, when Seth Rollins was like the poster child for it, and Bo Dallas was there. A young, skinny Bo Dallas. Oh man, what a time! Remember Big E Langston? Crazy, right? It's back when they had real names, right? Full names, first names, last names, middle initial. First name Big, middle initial E, last name Langston. um, God, good shit, good shit. I gotta go back and watch some of those episodes. They were so much fun. And that was back right when I started um, podcasting, 2012, 2013. God, I can't believe I've been doing this that long. Rad, absolutely rad. So yeah, that's your Wrestlepalooza updates. We got 2 official matches. I'm sure we're gonna get more real soon because Wrestlepalooza is right around the corner, a couple weeks away. Um, the AAA show, Worlds Collide, they advertised the heck out of that tonight, announced a bunch of matches. It looks fun. Worlds Collide. So you got a bunch of WWE people clashing with AAA matches. Some of them are almost look like dream matches. Looks pretty good. So not complaining. 2015, CM Punk and AJ left because of Vince. Yeah, yeah. Well, and AJ left just out of respect for her husband, I think, after a while. Yeah. She stuck around for a bit. Yeah, 2014, 2015, whatever it was. Yeah. So, yeah, AJ's been gone for 10 long years. Wild. Just wild. And she's in great shape, and she's I don't know how long she's going to stick around. I don't know what her aspirations are for coming back, but we're going to get some gold out of this Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Becky Lynch, AJ Lee stuff. Let me tell you. Very exciting. Very exciting. All right. Well, I didn't want to go too long. I wanted to go about a half an hour, so we're going to cut it off here. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm sorry it's so late. For those of you that are new and you're digging the product, please smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. This coming Tuesday, I will do the next episode. We do live reactions of Alien Earth. It's a blast. It's super fun. Great series. If you like the Alien brand, please check it out with me. Good stuff. You got a few episodes to catch up on if you haven't watched it yet, but nonetheless, it's really good. What else? Catch me on Thursdays over on that other podcast, Total Nonstop Impact, where we talk all things TNA Impact, all things TNA, and we do live reactions and reviews and news updates, all sorts of stuff on there. So follow us over there too. But please check out the links in the description. Go get yourself some merch. The spread shop is it's got the new logo in there, so you get some new stuff. Can't wait to talk TNA Thursday, right? Yeah, the live show was fun. That was fun. The only thing that wasn't fun is I felt like crap last night, so I apologize about that again. But I'm feeling much better. So we're all good. Just damn sinuses. What else? The tea. The other link down there for the oh my god, absolutely drawing a blank. T Public link, and that has just a ton of different wrestling, rock and roll, heavy metal, horror. It's a whole slew of different kinds of stuff I put on there, so it's a whole mix. Go check that out. There's even some CM Punk stuff on there. Gotta check it out. So, but yeah, much love, everyone. Go check out the links. Hit me up. Follow them so that you know when I go live, either channel. And yeah, take care. Much love. We'll see you soon. Have a great weekend.